Welcome into the world of HTML. 3. Boot up your computer.
Windows sign in dialog.
2. Grab some comfort food. 1. And let's go. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Quinn here, and I'm back with another video in the HTML series. In today's video, I will actually be showing you how to use colors on your web pages. But before we get into it, remember to like the video if you love the content, subscribe if you're new, and to turn on that notification bell to be alerted whenever I post the next video. Also note that the instrumentals for this video have been provided by Inner Sanctum Entertainment Ltd. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So in the last video, I taught you guys the basic syntax of CSS rules and how you can use them. In today's video, we will be learning how to add colors to the elements on our HTML web page. Colors can make your web page look more attractive, and it can also be used to draw attention to important elements. In CSS, there are many ways in which you can specify colors. These are predefined color names, RGB or RGBA, hex, and HSL or HSLA. Let's start with the color names. There are currently 140 predefined color names that are supported by HTML and CSS. If you want to use one of these built-in colors, all you have to do is to write the name of the color as the value for that color property. Here is an example of using blue.
Element left brace, 2 space color colon, blue semi, no indent right brace.
And let me go through that by character.
C-O-L-O-R, colon, space, cap B, L-U-E, semi.
There you go. So that's the basics of it. So you can find a list of all these 140 predefined colors via a link in the description or on the transcript. Now let's move on to RGB and RGBA values. An RGB color value represents red, green, and blue light sources. Each of these three parameters defines the intensity of the color between 0 and 255. To represent a color in RGB, you would type RGB, then in parentheses, you would put the intensity for red, green, and blue in that order separated by commas. So the basic syntax is
RGB left paren, red, green, blue right paren.
Let's go through by character.
RGB left paren, R-E-D, comma, space, G-R-E-E-N, comma, space, B-L-U-E, right paren.
Here is an example.
RGB left paren, 0, 255, 0 right paren.
In this example, the intensity of the red is 0, the intensity of the green is 255, and the intensity of the blue is 0. Therefore, the color would be displayed as green because green is set to its highest value and the others are set to 0, which is the lowest value. To represent white, you would set all the parameters to 255. For example,
RGB left paren, 255, 255, 255 right paren.
To represent black, you would set all the parameters to 0. For example,
RGB left paren, 0, 0, 0 right paren.
Of course, experimenting with these colors would require some sighted help. But don't worry, I have some tips that blind and visually impaired persons can use when choosing colors to the end of the video. So what are RGBA values? RGBA values are an extension of RGB values with an alpha channel. This alpha channel specifies the opacity for a color. To represent RGBA values, the basic syntax is
RGB left paren, red, green, blue, alpha right paren.
And let's go through that by character.
RGBA left paren, R-E-D, comma, space, G-R-E-E-N, comma, space, B-L-U-E, comma, space, A-L-P-H-A. Right paren.
For the alpha parameter, you would use a number in between 0.0, which means fully transparent, and 1.0, which means not transparent. Now that is it for RGB and RGBA. Now let's move on to hex colors. The word hex stands for hexadecimal and is represented by hexadecimal integers. The syntax is
number RRGGBB.
RR, GG, and BB represent the red, green, and blue hexadecimal integers respectively. These are represented by an hexadecimal value between 00 and FF. And this is equivalent to 0 and 255 in decimal number representation. For example,
number FF0000.
Let's go through it by character.
Number FF0000.
This is displayed as red because the value for red is set to its highest value, which is FF, and the others are set to their lowest value, which is 00. To display the color black, set all the values to 0. For example,
number 000000.
To display white, set all the values to FF. For example,
number FFFFFF.
There are also times where you might see a 3-digit hex code in CSS. This is a shorthand hex code which represents
number RGB.
R, G, and B represents the red, green, and blue values with values between 0 and F. The shorthand hex code can only be used when both the values RR, GG, and BB are the same for each component. For example, if we have
number FFCC99,
it can be written as
number FC9.
Now, let's move on to HSL colors. HSL stands for hue, saturation, and lightness. This can be represented by this basic syntax.
HSL left paren, hue, saturation, lightness right paren.
Let's go through by character.
HSL left paren, H, U, E, comma, space, S, A, T, U, R, A, T, I, O, N, comma, space, L, I, G, H, T, N, E, S, S, right paren.
Hue is a degree on the color wheel from 0 to 360. 0 is red, 120 is green, and 240 is blue. Saturation is a percentage value. 0% means a shade of gray and 100% is the full color. Lightness is also a percentage. 0% is black, 50% is neither light or dark, and 100% is white. Here is an example of how it will be represented.
HSL left paren, 120, 100%, 50% right paren.
Let's go through by character.
HSL left paren, 1, 2, 0, comma, space, 1, 0, 0%, comma, space, 5, 0%, right paren.
HSLA color values are an extension of HSL color values with an alpha channel. Just like RGB, this alpha channel specifies the opacity for a color. The syntax is
SLA left paren, hue, saturation, lightness, alpha right paren.
Let's go through by character.
HSL A left paren, H, U, E, comma, space, S, A, T, U, R, A, T, I, O, N, comma, space, L, I, G, A, T, N, E, S, S, comma, space, A, L, P, H, A, right paren.
Just like RGB, the alpha parameter is a value between 0.0, which is fully transparent, and 1.0, which is not transparent. Okay, so that's it for the methods that you can use to represent color in CSS. Now I'm going to share with you some tips that I use to choose colors for my websites. Method number 1. Extracting color themes from images. This is personally my favorite method. If the person you are creating a website for has a logo and they want the colors of the logo to be the theme of the website, there is a tool that you can use to extract the colors from the logo. This online tool is Adobe Color. Not only can you extract themes from logos or images, but there's another trick that I use it for. Sometimes the client may not have a logo, but they have an idea of the colors that they want to use. I would send them to search on Google Images for an image with that color and send it to me. I would then run it through the color extractor on Adobe Color to get the color code for it. Now, the link for Adobe Color can be found in the description below or in the transcript, but you can also just go on Google and type in Adobe Color. So let's get over there.
Clickable banner landmark visited link current page Adobe color.
Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is to go to the top of the page.
Heading level 1 sign into adobe.com with Google.
Right here where it asks you to sign in, you can just down arrow to close and press enter.
Button close.
Now for this demonstration, what we are looking for is the tab for extracting themes. Now you can either down arrow until you hear it say tab extract theme, or I'm just going to use a quick option. So I'm going to use the NVDA find dialog, which is my NVDA key plus my control plus my F.
Find dialog. Type the text you wish to find, edit.
And I'm going to type in extract.
EXTRACT.
And press enter.
Tab extract theme.
There we go. Now I'm going to press enter to get on the tab.
Selected.
Now let's press my H key to jump to the next heading.
Extract theme property page. Extract color from an image and save them as color palette. Heading level 1.
Now let's down arrow.
Heading level 2, drag and drop your file, or clickable select a file from your computer.
Here is where you'd press enter and select the file from your computer. So let me do that and actually select one of my logos. So first you have to make sure that you're within the words that say select a file.
O-R space clickable cap S.
Then press enter.
Open dialog, file name.
Now I'm gonna find one of my logos.
Mascot logo.jpg 1 of 14.
And I found this one. So I'm gonna press enter on it to open it.
Color theme from image bar Adobe color dash Google Chrome dash the.
Now let's down arrow.
Clickable. Clickable, 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 no indent number F205 times 10 squared.
Alright, so that's the first color code.
Clickable number 21 times 10 to the power of 73rd.
The second one.
Clickable number 05F2. Clickable number F2B 705.
The fourth one.
Clickable number 0D0D0D.
The fifth one.
Heading level 2 color wheel left paren.
Alright, so those are all the 5 colors that can be found within that logo that I uploaded. Now you must be wondering, I have extracted these themes. What am I gonna do with these color codes now? How am I gonna know which color code is for what color? Don't worry, I have you covered. There is also another website that we can use to get the name of the color based on the color code. Now that website is color-name.com. So let me first go and copy the first color code up here.
Clickable no indent number F200 number.
Be sure to select the code without the number sign. So let's go over to the start after the number sign.
Cap F.
And select.
F2 copied to clip.
Then let's go over to color name.
Link color dash name.
Then you're going to press your letter E to jump down to the first edit box on the page.
Edit required.
Now here is where you're going to paste in that color name. So first let me press enter to go in. Then I'm going to Ctrl V to paste. Then escape the box. Then we'll down arrow.
Link space.
And press enter.
Number F205 times 10 squared color name is fuchsia.
Awesome. So it tells you that that color name is fuchsia. And if you don't know what fuchsia is, you can always go on a Google search and ask Google what color is fuchsia. And it will more than likely give you an explanation of what it is. Now let's try it for one more of those numbers.
Color theme from image bar Adobe color. Clickable number 21 times 10 to.
Let's go down to the one that said 0D0D.
Clickable number 20. Clickable number 05F. Clickable number F2B. Clickable number 0D0D0D. Number 0.
Alright, let's copy it.
0D0D. Copied to clipboard. Banner landmark link color dash. Edit required F.
Then Ctrl A and delete out everything.
Blank.
Ctrl V. Then escape the box. Then we'll down arrow.
Link space.
And press enter.
Number 0D0D0D color name is smoky black.
There you go. So it tells you that that color name is smoky black. Now let's move on to the next method. Method 2, letting the client or a sighted person choose the colors. This is another method that you can use for clients to choose the colors that they want. They can do this by using the same Adobe Color tool. Instead of extracting colors, they would go on the Color Wheel tab, which is above the Extract Theme tab, and once they go on Adobe Color, it will be on there by default. Then they can select the color that they want and send you the color code. Of course, they would label the color that you know which color is for which code. Now before we end this video, let me demonstrate some basic applications of color. First, let's look at background color. There is a way to set the background color for your HTML elements. You would do this by creating a rule referring to that element, then assign that color name or code to the background-color property. Note that in HTML/CSS code, the color is spelled COLOR. For example, setting the background color of text.
P left brace, 2 space background dash color colon, blue semi, no indent right brace.
Let's read it by character.
B A C K G R O U N D dash C O L O R colon space cap B L U E semi.
Alright, so let's go ahead and demonstrate this. So first, let's open our index.html file.
Web series window, tree view, index.html, context menu, Google Chrome G, N, index.html-notepad, text editor edit multi-line less doc type HTML greater than.
Now remember the last time we edited this file, we were dealing with forms. So I went ahead and deleted out that code for forms. So right now the only thing that we have on the web page is a heading level 1 tag with the heading on it.
2 space less h1 greater than less b greater than welcome to my website less slash b greater than less slash h1 greater than.
Now we want to change the background color behind this heading level 1 text, right? So therefore we have to put some CSS styling in. So let's use internal CSS for this example. Remember that if you're doing internal CSS, you would put some code within the style tags, which should be located within the head tag of your document. So let's go back up to the top of our document.
No indent less doc type HTML greater than.
Let's go down to the head tag.
Less head greater than.
Alright, now let's go to the end of this line.
Carriage return.
Press enter to go into a new line. Now this style tag will be within the head tag. So let's indent it by 2 spaces.
Space.
Now let's put the opening style tag.
Less. STYLE greater than.
Then press enter to go into a new line. And let's put the closing style tag at the same time. So let's put 2 spaces as well.
Space less slash STYLE greater than.
Now let's go back up to the top one.
2 space less style greater than.
Let's go to the end of the line.
Carriage return.
Then press enter to go into a new line. Now this code within the style tag, we are going to indent it by 4 spaces.
Space.
Now we want the background behind the heading level 1 to be changed. So therefore, we are going to use the element selector, H1.
H1, space, left brace.
Then press enter. Now I'm going to indent the properties under this CSS rule by 6 spaces, just so the code looks cleaner.
Space.
Now I'm going to put background-color
BACKGROUND colon space.
Now let's use blue.
Cap BLUE
Semicolon.
semi.
Then press enter to go into a new line. And let's put the closing brace for that rule.
Space. Right brace.
So in all you should have
4 space H1 left brace. 6 space background dash color colon blue semi. 4 space right brace.
Awesome. Now let's save this and open it in our browser and let's see if the background color changed.
Web series window. Items view list. Index. TQ test website dash Google Chrome dash the.
Awesome. Control home.
Heading level 1 welcome to my website.
Alright, so this is our heading level 1. Now, since we're on this line, we're going to use the NVDA keystroke, which is the NVDA key plus your letter F, which reports formatting information of text to you. So let's do that.
Times New Roman 24 PT black on bright blue bold align left.
Awesome! So before in our previous videos it said black on white, but now it actually says black on bright blue. So that is it for the demonstration of background colors. And of course, in that example where I put the word blue, you could have also just put the hex code or the HSL code or the RGB code for that color there as well. Now let's move on to text color. There is also a way to set the color of text. You would do this by creating a rule referring to that text, Then assign the color name or code to the color property. For example, the text within the heading level 1s in this document would be blue.
H1 left brace, 2 space color colon, blue semi, no indent right brace.
Let's read that by character.
C-O-L-O-R, colon, space, cap B-L-U-E, semi.
Now let's go ahead and try this out in our index.html file.
Index.html-notepad. Text editor edit multi-line 4 space right brace.
So let's go back up into where we were writing the properties for the heading level 1.
6 space background dash color colon, blue semi.
Let's go to the end of this line.
Carriage return.
Enter to go into a new line. Now let's indent by 6 spaces as well.
Space, 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 space.
Then let's put the word color.
C-O-L-O-R, colon, space.
Now let's make the text color white. Now I'm gonna try testing out using one of the hex codes with this. Remember that we said that if we use a hex code with all F's, that would represent the color white. So let's try that.
Number, F, 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 F.
Then put the semicolon.
Semi.
Now let's save it and open it in our browser.
Web series window. Items view list. Index. TQ test website dash Google Chrome dash.
Control Home.
Heading level 1 welcome to my website.
Now let's use my NVDA key plus my F.
Times New Roman 24 PT white on bright blue bold align left.
And there you go. So that is how you change the color of text as well as the background color behind that text. So that is it, guys, for the basics of using color in CSS within your HTML web pages. Please remember that all the relevant links will be down below in the description and also in the transcript for this video. Also remember that the transcript for this video can be found by the link in the description. And if you don't know where the description is, it should be right below the YouTube video. So whether you're on your phone or your computer. And on my website, you can find the transcript for this video as well as the links and the transcript for other videos, as well as information on how you can hire my services for audio editing, web development, or private one-on-one tutoring. But that is it, guys, for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and as usual, please be sure to like the video if you love the content, subscribe if you're new, and to turn on that notification bell to be alerted whenever I post a new video. But before this video ends, please view a message from our sponsors. But while you're watching, remember, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Presenting Not My Eyes, a non-profit organization catering for the blind and visually impaired community, founded by Annalie Bowen-Smith, a visually impaired model. Her aim is to showcase strength, independence, and beauty through fashion. Hence, the launch of the Not My Eyes fashion show. Each year, we select numerous women to participate in our annual fashion showcase, which gains attention from a variety of news media, magazines, and photographers. They go through a trail of auditions and even experience runway training from a model coach. From the DJ to the MC, every participant of the show is either partially or completely blind. We provide services such as mentorship to bring out the best in persons who lack self-esteem and confidence. We give these ladies a chance to shine despite their disabilities. They get the opportunity to take the stage with confidence, show off the work of talented designers, and most of all, give back to the community. All while proving that their disability does not limit them. So on the behalf of this organization, we are seeking monetary donations to support our cause and movement. Be a part of this move to promote beauty, confidence, and upliftment to those who underestimate their capabilities. Partner with us to help us pay for all of the expenses relating to our fashion show. You can find more information about us and how you can donate at notmyeyes.com. That is NOTMYEYES.com. Or you can email us at notmyeyesfoundation@gmail.com. Help us to keep shining bright as we walk by faith and not by sight.